I know it's been a little while since I've done a video about Amberlynn Reid. I think it may be about, it may be just over a week. She's been a bit much for me recently, I have to admit, and I have had a shit ton of deadlines, and with the state of things right now, I have to keep working more and more to kind of get anything to live. But that's everyone right now, so let's not worry about that. And then I got sick these last couple of days, so I couldn't make any videos. So okay, so I thought let's finally sit down and make a quick little video about Amberlynn and her recent troll mess situation type deal, point blank period. Okay, so if you see my videos about Amberlynn before, you know I'm not a fan. I don't like her. The reason I don't like her is not because she's fat. No, I don't care. It's because, well, she's a liar. She's a troll. She spreads misinformation, and she has been all kinds of toxic, problematic. But, I mean, she's getting worse. Her views began to drop, and she began to sweat. Because, heaven forbid she not have the cash she deserves for doing nothing, essentially. So, let's start with popping out a video every single day, practically. And these are all, we're basically going back to last summer, 100 Days of Weighing right now. In that these are all pre-recorded, they're just thrown up in whatever mess she does. And they have no context on continuity on what she's actually doing in the moment, so they don't actually mean anything. The things she's telling us in this video is something she was committed to 2 weeks before, which don't make any difference now because she's moved on to something else, and in 2 weeks she'll be moving on to something else. And she has decided to do another 100 Days of Weighing In, but it's been rebranded and it has a new name. It is Operation Curvy Calories. Oh god. Only she's not losing weight, strangely. I saw this on Twitter. She put up in a video in her Operation Curvy Calories introduction, episode 1, I think it was, 5 days ago. Footage of her from 2018 exercising and her weight. But in this video, she said it was from 2019 when it wasn't, which for me just strikes that she saw that video she got from her own footage and she ignored the date and just invented her own timeline. This is just essentially what she's doing, just inventing her own. I don't know what is happening in the Amberverse, to be honest. I don't know what she's doing. She's going on live like every day because, her money's down, so she goes on and does lives. She gets a shit ton of cash, people giving her, and then she calls it a day. She causes some controversy, I guess. In her last one, she did some reactions. She decided to react to the Tom Hallock video, which I've heard about, I haven't seen. I don't like her lives, so I won't watch her. Even if I need to get evidence, I'm sorry, I can't. In her lives, she's deeply arrogant, deeply unlikable, and her personality is zilch. She seems to think calling everyone honey in a condescending manner is... She's just horrible. But anyway, apparently she got a very nice donation from that renowned, lovely, delightful person, Shani for Christ, and who told her to not react anymore for her own mental health. Now here's my issue on that. Yeah, sure, I guess. But that video was made by someone who isn't a part of the now crowned hater nation. It wasn't made by someone who has any kind of bias for this woman. they made one video about her, just one. So why wouldn't that person's opinion count more than all these people that she says hate her and just she made them famous or whatever crap she talks about? She then went on to react to a video by, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of the creator till recently, so Sovereign or Miss Sovereign or something. Sorry, I can't remember. This video is just like thrown together, just a little roundup of my opinion, I guess, if you want it. I'm still kind of recovering right now, so I'm just trying to record some stuff, and well, I have some free time. But anyway, of course she agreed with everything this creator said. Now, I think that if you have valid criticisms of people, then of course you are, every right to say it. I mean, we all are. That's the point of free speech. But she ignored the other videos this creator made on Amberlynn, criticizing her. She was not a fan sticking up for you, Amberlynn. She's not somebody who is in your corner. Whether you agree with the video that creator made, I have not watched it. There are creators I like. There are creators I'm not really a fan of. I'm not going to put my opinion out there because, to be honest, it's not warranted. It's not needed. Negativity for nothing, really. If you don't like a creator, don't watch them. Simple. That's what I live by. Drama is just something I don't need. It's something I don't want. Trouble knows my address already. Even though I try to lurk from it, it manages to find me. I don't want to seek it out myself. The only trouble I basically get is maybe accidentally falling into that pit of arguing with homophobes on Twitter, which may not be great, but I don't know, things have been weird, and I was a little bit sick, but things have been really it's really horrible to say, but really too lovely in my world right now. Last Tuesday, my niece was born, and on the very same day, we found out that my other brother's wife is having a baby as well. So things have been really lovely, and when I look at the pettiness of Amberlynn and these horrible, horrible human beings who just trolling with their health. They have to say things and do things to create any kind of attention for people to watch them. She has a TikTok now, which she's hidden her comments and her things. She tells us exercise is bad. Okay. And she doesn't have the energy to do anything, but she's dancing on TikTok. And she tells us these dances are so hard to learn and so stressful, and she's so exhausted from them, but she's standing in one spot, moving her hands. How is that exhausting? Like, you do worse when you wash up. How is standing in one spot for 5 seconds exhausting? Anyway, stupid question I imagine to ask Amberlynn. Oh, she's back to mukbangs as well. Her stir fry was interesting? Let's call it interesting. And by interesting, I mean ew. And it was huge. It was huge. She's back to eating massive amounts of carbs, but not pasta now because it's rice. Duh. Remember her doctor who just got her, and she's never met a doctor like her because she actually cares? Yeah, well, she thinks she needs another doctor now because she's using her or extorting her or something. I can't remember, to be honest, but it was along those lines. And that video she made about the doctor was like 3 weeks ago or something. but now it's changed. It seems like her attitude changed the moment she found out that the doctor was referring her to the eye specialist, because like maybe she doesn't have the eye twitch as badly as she says. Maybe it's just an eye twitch like everyone gets. I'm sorry, I'm very cynical when it comes to Anne Boleyn. I think she's a hypochondriac. She does anything for attention. So I think that is it in a very quick, uneducated ramble about Anne Boleyn and what she's got up to, I think. To be honest, I see more and more people really not interested in making videos about Anne Boleyn. I know people do, obviously. But I feel there's an interest that is waning. And I feel that's why she's clambering to do more, to create that mess. In her last live, she went live while Zachary Michael was live, and I was watching Zachary Michael's live, and all people kept commenting was that she just kept talking about him and talking about him. Like, what are you doing? She wants to create the narrative that because of her, these channels exist. Of course. Nobody has never said anything different. In fact, if you ask them, they'll tell you the same. But the thing is, you cannot, absolutely cannot take away the fact that without these channels, Anne Boleyn wouldn't have the numbers she has. Anne Boleyn wouldn't have the limelight she has, which can be, depending where you are on the fence, a positive or a negative, really. But she doesn't sit in a place where she can be granted the moral high ground. Because she knows this. She says something different, she says something arrogant, but she knows the opposite is true. That's why she was so desperate for Zachary Michael's attention that night. And that's why, right at the end of his live, for like 2 seconds, he switched on her live to see what she was up to. And she just completely wet her pants over this. Like, girl, it was 2 seconds. It literally was 2 seconds. He was live for like 2 hours before that. He's not desperate for your attention, girl. Everybody was watching Foodie Booty, which in herself is just another troll. You know, these women are dying slowly, fast. I don't know. They're killing themselves. And at this point, they're doing it for money, and I think it's morally bankrupt to do it. And the fact it's allowed, would you be allowed to come on here and shoot up or down drinks if you're an alcoholic? I don't think so. Like, you can't even make money from a video that's essentially about sex, or it's deemed inappropriate. How is it okay for these women to sit on camera, eat themselves, stuff their faces? I've been watching a lot. Papa Swolio has been putting a video like nearly every day. So I've been watching them every day because I love Papa Swolio. And he just delivers it. Just, how are they allowed to do it? How is it acceptable? How? It's so insane and crazy, but it exists, and it's insane. But Anne Boleyn has definitely been following the Nicocado Avocado playbook, and I'm only wondering when she's gonna start her OnlyFans page. It must be any day now. Because for somebody who says she's ashamed of her body and her confidence is low, she sure does love to dance on TikTok. Full body on show. Interesting. I once was very insecure about myself, and there's no way I was even taking a picture. let alone doing a video of me dancing. But I guess we're all different. It's what works for us. Okay, so this is my really quick shit that I think Amberlynn has been up to. Just don't know what she's been doing. To be honest, being a troll, I guess. So I'm going to end this video. I'll try to do her next video, the one that she's going to put out next. To be honest, sometimes her videos, there's just nothing in them to do, to talk about. And sometimes I don't want to be seen as repetitive. So maybe I'll go back and find a retro one. We can just have like a little bit of fun, because I feel like sometimes it gets a bit serious. I saw one reacted kind of get really angry at Chantal, and there was a whole drama about that. Like, it's crazy, these women, but I don't think you should get so ed up about them, really. I know I've gotten angry at Amberlynn, but that is not even my angry. I don't know. They are who they are, I guess. And at the end of the day, they are the ones who suffer for it, not us. Just keep putting the message of their insane stupidity out there, and hope that people don't follow them. As always, stay safe and take care. I'll see you in the next one.